Gomi and begin to work with Gamma Nation?
I met some other artists. I know that's. I'm sorry. I met Gomi through some other artists that had worked with him previously, and I really liked the vibe of the music. So I came to New York, and I just reached out to him.
Oh,
Do you interact with fans a lot? And if so, how do you reach out to your fans?
I interact all the time. They write me a lot on Facebook, and I have a couple other sites, my Twitter, Reels on Philip, and I don't know. It's good to hear from them, especially if we're not in America. That's where I have most of my fan base is, especially out of Asia, the Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Japan, and they're really nice to really keep me going. The days that I don't want to get up, I get this little letter that says, I love your music, and I say, okay, I can do this.
That's great.
Yeah.
When did you first get into music?
Music, you mean as far as in the industry, or like as far as just liking music?
Just when you first knew you wanted to be in music.
Well, when I was a little boy, I used to hide in a suitcase. And I used to go in there and try to go to other places, just disappear from all the craziness in my house. And I used to imagine that I was a new kid on the block. Jordan Knight, And if for some reason in my little vision, there was like one of the members didn't show up. And I was that person. And so I don't know, I guess it was a whole excitement about being like on the stage and all this, like as a little boy, and seeing that, my dream, and knowing that I just really wanted to do it. Not necessarily wanted to do it, but I just knew for some reason that was where I belonged.
What kind of exciting musical projects do you have in store for the future?
Well, right now I'm working on a project with Gomi. It's called the Johnny Starchild album, and we have some really great songs. Just recently I did the X Factor, so it hasn't aired yet. So it's kind of, it wasn't what I expected, but it also, in a way, re-energized me. And so this is a really special project in its own, even though it was kind of thought of before, but now it's gotten a little extra juice from what happened, the X Factor. And I'm excited that it's definitely a more very pop album, and I think it's a lot of dance involved elements, but it's still sticking to the Don Phillips sound.
What is your favorite song to perform?
My favorite song to perform is It Gets Better. It's on my new album, Donny Starchild. And it's just a really fun, upbeat song. And it's basically about, no matter what you're going through, no matter how down you feel, it always gets better.
This is a tough one, but if you didn't do music, what do you think you'd be doing now?
Oh my God, I've thought of that so many times. If I didn't do music, that's that, what I just did. It's like, I just can't breathe because, God, I don't know. I mean, I can think of things like, oh, maybe I'll do that, but the reality is, I can't think of anything else. And I guess until the end.
Do you have any hobbies?
My hobbies, well, I know since music's not really a hobby, it's kind of my life kind of thing. My hobbies. I do some charity work. I'm definitely working on a foundation I'm creating. It's actually called Donny Starchild, just like my album. And it's to build homes for abandoned and lost children. I experienced I ran into a lot of them, I should say, when I traveled overseas and other places, and also in the U.S. And I just felt a need for me to do something outside of music for someone else, and that was the best way. So that's a hobby, but some people's a hobby. It's a really, really good hobby, I think.
And do you have any words for our Gomi Nation fans?
Gomi Nation fans, look out, because Donny Starchild is going to rule the world.